Good morning, welcome back to BT. Amanda Nash joining us from the Heart and Stoke Foundation. Earlier we talked about the importance of getting veggies in your diet. Now we're going to look how easy it is. You're going to do a recipe for pumpkin scones.
Yeah, so people often don't think about vegetables in their baked goods or in their desserts, but it can definitely happen. And pumpkin is so popular right now. Pumpkin scones.
It's in everything.
Yes, people love it. They love to drink it. They love it in their pie. Now they can have it in their scones. Okay.
And when you look at the commercial bakery or the coffee shop scones, they can be very high in sugar, very high in fat, even in sodium. So we're going to cut all that back. These scones actually have 5 times less fat than the typical commercial baked goods, and also half the amount of sodium. They have 3 times less sugar, so they're going to be much, much healthier, but still very, very delicious.
Nice.
Okay.
All right,
you sold us on it. What do we do?
Okay, so in there you have some all-purpose flour and some whole wheat flour. So whole wheat giving us that fiber, a little bit of a nutrition boost. We're going to add to that some spices. So I've already mixed all of our spices. There's some nutmeg, there's some cloves, there's some ginger in there, and some cinnamon.
Okay.
So you can add those right in.
And the whole wheat flour, a nice little addition whenever you're baking. You can always substitute half and make things a little healthier.
Exactly. Any recipe can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar. And a good tip again with your sugar is you can pretty much always cut your sugar by about 1/3 in your recipe without affecting the end product. So that way we're going to have less sugar and really taste that pumpkin, which is what we're highlighting.
Nice.
Okay.
We have some oat bran. Oat bran, great source of soluble fiber. It really helps with our cholesterol levels.
Nice.
And then some baking soda and some baking powder.
Okay.
And now our wet ingredients, we have our pureed pumpkin. Make sure it's not the pumpkin pie mix, it's just pureed pumpkin.
Because that's got, the pumpkin pie mix has sugar in it because it's the sweet pie flavor.
It does, and it already has all those spices. And so let's just get just plain pureed pumpkin. We're putting 1 egg into that. And then we're adding a little bit of that heart-healthy canola oil as well.
Now everything has been measured meticulously to make sure there are no mistakes made. Because as Amanda was saying to me earlier, Jeremy, you have to measure or you're going to mess up your bacon.
You know what? Everybody has their own kitchen style, and sometimes I forget to measure. So I did warn you earlier, those scones might taste a little bit off because I did not measure, but that's why I have fun in the kitchen, and that's okay. I still eat it, and
Room
usually
for
it turns out.
creativity everywhere you go.
Exactly.
But if you're one of those sticklers who actually wants it to taste like it does in the recipe book, you'll find the recipe.
And don't worry, all the recipes in the Quick and Healthy Cookbook, they've been measured and triple tested, if not more. They're good ones. They're ready to go.
They're all Amanda Nash proof.
Yes. So we're going to add these wet ingredients right into the dry ingredients, and I'm going to get you to mix that up. You might need to get your hands a little bit dirty here.
Okay.
Because you're going to mix it into a nice soft dough.
All right, here comes off the ring.
You're going for it, really?
Doing it.
All right.
And then once that's formed into a nice dough, we're going to divide it into 2.
Okay.
You're going to make 2 circles. Just pat it down into 2 circles.
She's actually doing it.
See, now you're going to go home and you're going to love the kitchen. You're going to make so many baked goods.
My nails gonna be extra moisturized. It's good.
You know, pumpkin, it does great for the skin.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't actually know that. That's not a
But
nutrition fact.
That's just an inside beauty tip.
Let's stick to what we actually know, though. What has pumpkin got in it that's going to be good for me?
Pumpkin has lots of different antioxidants. All of those darker orange vegetables are going to be really, really good for us, and pumpkin included.
Okay.
So pumpkin is actually a funny one because it's a squash, but it also falls into a few other categories for the vegetables. So it's very versatile. Many different types of pumpkin. The pumpkin that you're finding in this canned pumpkin is a sweet pumpkin. It's those small sweet pumpkins.
Yeah, the little ones.
So if you wanted to make it at home with a real pumpkin, go for it. A great tip though is they're very hard shell, so hard to cut.
Yep.
So poke it with some holes and then put it into the microwave. And then once it's cooked for a while, easier to cut that through that skin.
Soften it up first and then make sure you're ready to go knead it. You'll find the links and all the information on Breakfast Television.
Here you go, Jared. Cut it up.
That's
I didn't quite need it enough.
Might be a little more back in the bowl.
But the idea, roll it out there, cut it up, bake it, and then it's going to be delicious.
Eventually. She'll keep working. Let's check weather conditions. Here's Jenna Cox.